So I feel like this episode kind of gave us a taste of what Wise, what her mental struggles are. Like, for instance, um, there's this character that's introduced, Big Nicholas or something, and you can see by looking at this steed, like that's in a dreamscape or whatever, that's very organized and everything revolves on this character, Big Nicholas, or Wise's father, and she's just trying to. Well, I believe she's just trying to live up to the expectations of being the heir of Big Nicholas. So I think I think she has to realize that there's more than just being the the perfect heir, or prove herself to her family that she is an heir of Big Nicholas. Because I feel like the dream, how it is in the dream, also reflects your inner psyche. So her inner psyche was all, controlled, organized, very limited freedom. That's what I noticed. It limited a lot of their citizens' freedom, and kind of to an extent discriminated them too, because all the people we saw, they were just shadows, which I think means that secretly she doesn't like human beings. She just wants, like, she doesn't like the idea of them. She just wants, like, if they're gonna be there, they have to be just talking. Like, they can't have do anything physical. Just just talk. And I think that's what Wise really wants. It's for humans just to be robots and just talk, and don't do anything that you're not told to do. And that also reminds me of the worker incident. So as the workers leave the factory, we see them, they act like they're soldiers pretty much, and pretty much the whole system in Wise's head is all like dictatorship pretty much. And every whatever Wise's family says goes. Everyone has to follow them even though they don't like it. And I feel like you know um eventually there will come a point where she has to realize that I don't have to be the Wise that my family wants me to be. I can be true to myself. And, like, I don't know, I just feel like she's not being true to herself. Like, she's trying to force something, like um trying to be someone she's not, maybe. And maybe that's why she accepted, like, maybe that's why she knew about, I guess you guys, we they call it grims in this show. But I think that's why she accepted the grim, because she knew it would give her, later on, it promised her, power, and you will finally, get the recognition from your family that you always wanted. And now that I'm kind of thinking about it, maybe that's why in the first episode she was so confident. She was like, "Oh, don't worry, I will win this," when she was fighting that big robot or whatever in her castle in the first episode. So maybe that's why she was confident, because she knew she had the Grim, and the Grim told her, "I'll give you powers or whatever," but it ended up lying, not giving her powers or anything. She just ended up, embarrassing herself pretty much, losing. And then, after the second and third episode, she still was under the illusion that, like, the Grim will hold their end of the bargain, because I already I held up mine, where I would accept the scream into my body and I would allow it to kind of hide underneath, my heart and the shadows of my heart. So I just feel like this episode and going forward is going to be about, like, Wise, truly becoming who she is, not what she wants to be. And I think at the end of this whole, I guess you can call it, arc, I think the team will be, more closer together. Because one thing that kind of surprised me was how Wise thought of RWBY, because Wise gives off the impression that every single human being that she met, like, she looks down on them. So it's kind of surprised me that when she appeared in the dreamland, she appeared normal, like just her normal self, and that she also had her weapon that she wielded. So that was kind of surprising that Wise thinks of her like that. Like it feels like that RWBY is the only one that's actually kind of the closest even though she's not close. I feel like she's the closest person, even from her family, to her. So it will be very interesting to see where this anime will go, because like I said, I feel like it will bring the RWBY team closer together. And overall, I think it was an excellent episode, a great way to bring back the show after, I believe, a 3-week hiatus. And I certainly can't wait to watch more of this, I guess. But I think I'm going to just leave it at that. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.